Oh, there it is. Zooks, come here. Come on, Zooks. Come on. Zookoff. Come here. Zooks. Zookoff. Come on. Come on, boy. Yeah. Boop. There you go. Come on, boy. This way. Zoom. Oh my gosh, you goofball dog. Look at you. Yes, yes, yes. Aw. Cute little thing. Oh. Oh, you big fancy boy. Look at you. You on? Really? Oh, the silly bone. Come here. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, you goofy dog. Oh, what a goof. A little goober. Yes. Hold on. What the fuck? There. Don't need this fucking thing on. Do-do-do. Yeah, so they clean tire port. Well, fucking make his stupid lazy ass do it then. Maybe you should quit expecting a fucking handout everywhere he goes like a lazy fucking little piece of shit. You know, and actually fucking do something, you know, valuable in his fucking old ass boomer fucking life. Don't want no damn handout or nothing. Oh, here, I expect a handout. I'm gonna sleep and literally do fuck all day while, you know, make everybody else, you know, do my shit. And my job instead. I'm beating his ass with a fucking broom, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. What the fuck is attached to my boot? I just lay around getting welfare. He's still the one who would rather be a lazy shit. Hard-working men don't take breaks. They don't take things like, you know, days off and shit. So if he actually practiced what he preached, he would keep fucking busting his ass and being a workman instead of taking days off like a lazy fucking liberal bastard like he is. Just start rubbing it in on him, dude. It's like, quit being, you know, a fucking welfare hand-me-down leech boy and fucking actually do shit around the house and stuff, or else shut the fuck up. You don't get to tell anyone else what to do. Fucking lazy curmudgeon piece of shit. Because he gets paid to go do whatever, you know, barely fuck all, you know, at his job and shit, and then literally does nothing at home. It's like, nah, you're a lazy fuck at, you know, basically gets a handout, you know, for using what would be quote-unquote a job. What, being security? So being a little fucking busboy and shit? A little busboy to escort people who are a little too unruly? It's like, what a job for you there, buddy. You suppose it wouldn't be pleasant? Well, fuck him anyway at this point. Like, seriously. A precious metal facility in Huntsville. Oh, yeah, because, you know, what's, you know, better than, you know, being a worker that gets to fucking, like, look down on others and basically escort them out, you know, whenever they happen to be too unruly to the boss. That's not a real job. That's the job of a lazy fuck that doesn't want to do nothing besides look down on people that actually are busting their ass and doing fucking work. And then want to, you know, bitch at them whenever they happen to get out of line. So, he wants to learn German to improve. Oh, so he wants to be a Gestapian fucking SS member too while we're at it. Oh, do you have your papers in order? Yeah. Oh. Oberstführer Lieutenant was absolutely enjoy hearing the progress of this production. I'm sure Oberstführer Kommissar would enjoy that very much, yeah. Oberstleutnant Kommissariat, or whatever the fuck, I don't know. I'm thinking of like the most Nazi-sounding title possible. Oberstführer Lieutenant Kommissariat or some shit. It's because it's placed owned by a German company. Well, he's a neo-Nazi anyway, so I'm gonna fuck on that. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact of that type of shit. Does he think he's Nazi? Well, he's a neo-Confederate, and that's close enough. It's like, yeah, aesthetically they're different, but ideologically there ain't that much different at all. Like, ideologically they're essentially the same. But aesthetically, yeah, they might be different, because Confederates got their flags and Jim Crow shit, while Nazis got their Nazi Aryan shit. So it's like, I mean, I think we were talking about this last night, or stream before. So, I think Steve Anderson is a good preacher. Of course. Oh shit. Rip City's at the Supreme Court. Stefan's at the... Dude, they still have fucking gates and shit. Area closed. They still have it closed off, dude. Of course, Rip City out there fucking giving the fingers off to the Supreme Court. Fuck the Supreme Court. Fuck that shitty-ass looking court. Looks so lame, honestly. Look at that shit. Look at that lame-ass looking building. Blech. Look at that. Just, honestly, just lame. Oh, but it has the classic of the Roman, Greco-Roman architecture. It's like, yeah, well, whatever. It looks so average. I think you've seen pictures of him. It looks so average. What does that mean, average? I'll say this much, like, I think he's pretty much, like, the most normie-looking one out of all of us, outside of maybe Logan. Not like in yours, cute like a button. Oh shit, dude, I guess Ripsy was all out in DC, because, there's the White House. And of course, there's a bunch of Capitol Police officers just hanging out. I remember the one time during Obama's presidency where like someone literally just ran in on like they climbed this fence here, they ran into the White House lawn right here, and dead ass fucking just ran inside the building and shit, and no one stopped them. And supposedly there's like insane high-tech security at the White House. There's like all sorts of fucking, you know, like you know, snipers on the roof, shit like that, like like all sorts of stuff. And then like some dork ran up to the White House and just like, yep, I'm just gonna run in here, you know, willy-nilly, YOLO, bro. That looks like an army. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, give me a more up-to-date picture of yourself. I mean, a lot of pics you send me are old ones. Oh, Mike from the US Report just uploaded something. Oh, it's about this whole Dilbert thing. Scott Adams being a racist piece of shit. The guy who created like the Dilbert comic strips and shit. Because dead ass, like, I actually saw the clip, and the dude is literally just basically advocating for segregation. Like, Scott Adams, like, the best thing for white people to do is just get the fuck away from black people. Like, he literally says that, and it's like, well, that just overtly is a white supremacist fucking segregationist, like, advocacy right there. Like, just fundamentally. Like, you literally can't even beat around the bush with that. It's like, hey, white people, get away from black people. It's like, well, yeah, yeah, it's like, what else does that mean? It literally means segregation. So it's just like, it's like, wow. Still got motherfuckers out here. Oh, you sent me something from the 20th? Still old, bro. Oh, it's from that pic from when you went to the steakhouse. Yeah, he's just chilling. I mean, honestly, I just, like, maybe trim up, like, a little bit of facial hair, but yeah, I mean, you look fine. I mean, you just kind of look like an IT dude. You know, like, kind of a, you know, like, somewhat, you know, kind of reclusive, quirky IT looking dude. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You need, like, those internet geek wizards. You need people that look like that are doing that shit. Hey! That's my stepdad's fault. He said my flannel wasn't good enough for Texas Steakhouse. So he gave you a button-up shirt that is a pinstripe shirt, basically. Like, he basically just gives you a pinstripe shirt instead of a flannel. Like, what's the fucking difference? Flannel ain't good enough. You need this pinstripe shirt instead. Apparently that's not good enough. That's literally, like, the most stereotypical, like, southern thing you could probably do, or Pacific Northwesterner thing. Like cowboy hat, flannel, and jeans is, like, the most like, I mean, like, the times I've been in Texas, you know how often I saw that? A lot. In the PNW, it's a lot. Like, flannel is very common. But going to Mama's?
Huh?
Wait, you going to Mama's?
No.
No?
Go upstairs.
Oh. Okay.
I ain't going out to my mom, dude. It's still shitty out there. She's still has snow on the ground.
Damn.
But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Alright. But yeah, like, I mean, especially like in Texas, like, flannel is pretty common. Up here, it's common. Like, the whole, like, you know, wearing flannel. Like, I'm wearing fucking flannel, actually. Like, I got a hoodie on over it, but it's a black flannel shirt. See? So, it's just like, I mean, it's like I'm fucking wearing flannel right now. Okay, are you? I don't know, like, 6, I guess. I don't do things by that scale shit, anyway. I mean, considering that there's, like, no inherent sense of objective, like, idea of what is, like, quote-unquote, like, gay or not, or attractive or not. I've always hated that shit. It's like, 110, how attractive or gay or this or that, or it's just like, it's like, what? Especially the attractive thing, because that honestly is just more like, I mean, especially if you think about it, like, more demeaning, more so than, like, uplifting, if you think about it. That's why it's just stupid. And frankly, like, you know, whether people kind of realize that type of shit or not, is kind of, like, toxic in its own nature. Where it's like, oh, hey, you know, it's like, you're attractive as, like, a 6 or something out of, like, 10. And it's like, what? There's no, like, inherent objective set norms of what is attractive and not. There never has been. Like, what has, you know, been seen as attractive has always evolved and changed over the generations and shit. You know, depending on what people generally do, you know, see as attractive. So it's just like, it never makes sense to me. It's just really dumb. Doberman. Still a Chihuahua. I mean, do you really think he actually really wants to? Like, do you really think he genuinely really wants to actually do that?
Your dog's a whore.
What do you do?
He's trying to look at me.
What?
Literally, like, the door partially propped open. He had to open the door to come and see me.
Aww.
Dog's a whore.
Little attention whore. Makes comments about it a lot. Well, I mean, you think he's just like more or less just kind of joking about it, or maybe just kind of like prodding you about it more so than actually meaning it? I don't think he actually genuinely means that. I mean, because if he really wanted to, he could just go, like, he could adopt a Chihuahua, for fuck's sake. There's plenty of cute little Chihuahuas out there for him to, you know, adopt out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, why does he need to, like, jack one? Like, why, like, and also, that would technically be, like, that would be a crime. Like, does he want to get charged of something? Like, that's not good. Like, you don't want to be charged of, like, kidnapping someone's pet. I'll still spook off. Well, a lot of people do. There's a lot of people who are like, oh my god, you're so cute, I could just take you home. And I'm gonna have to sit here and be like, alright, tight leash on you, buddy. I don't want people stealing you. Stealing away bacon and pork. Funny enough, that isn't inherently his most favorite thing either. His absolute most favorite thing is salami. Fucking goes nuts over that shit. And roast beef. He really loves that shit. Hey! Don't be like that. Spoil that boy. I already do. Like, I mean, honestly, there isn't anything you're gonna be able to spoil him with that I haven't. Like, honestly. Get my hoodies, sleeves pushed forward. There we go. Nah, it feels better. Here. Sitting on this little thing, so let's check out this thing I was murmuring about earlier. About this sad fucking piece of shit.
If, you know, nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me. According to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with it.
So the stupid racist fucking shitbag is basically just like, so yeah, black people, they're a hate group. they don't like white people, and thus black people are a hate group and a hate organization. So stay the fuck away from them. We should segregate ourselves again. It's like, my God. And also, like, the supposed poll he's mentioning is like some sort of, it's like a right-wing hags poll and shit, so it's not even a legitimate one. And he just, like, of course, is taking it at super surface face value. And, you know, just being open about his, like, segregationist fucking views.
I would say, you know, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. So that's
just get the fuck away from us.
Went to a neighborhood where, you know, I have a very low black population. Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density. This is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that...
I highly doubt that he actually is accurately quoting him.
When he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods. So even Don Lemon sees a big difference.
You think Don Lemon was probably mentioning about a lot of different, like, policies and shit that might have led up to this type of circumstances that lead, you know, into poverty, like maybe systemic racist shit, considering that Don Lemon does, you know, I don't even like that stupid piece of shit, but it's like even I can recognize when he, you know, talks about shit like that. Like, what?
Your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. And I'm also really sick of seeing video after video of black Americans beating up non-black citizens.
The racist garbage that you just heard came from Dilbert creator Scott Adams, and he said this during a YouTube live stream, and what set him off was this poll by Rasmussen, which supposedly proves that black people are a hate group according to him, because 26% of black respondents disagree with the statement, quote, it's okay to be white. And when you add the 21% of black respondents who don't know, well, that accounts for the nearly half of black respondents that Adams claims are racist.
So, of course, he's doing it inaccurately and at super hyper face value. So he's like, oh, so this other like 20-some+% that don't know, you know, if it's like, you know, quote unquote okay to be white or whatever the fuck, which is also just a stupid fucking question for a poll anyway in the face of it. I mean, like that to him, it's like, nope, they all hate us.
The slogan, it's okay to be white, was created back in 2017 by 4chan trolls in an effort to goad liberals into playing into the right's anti-white racism allegations, but the slogan was quickly adopted by actual white supremacists. So disagreeing with that statement doesn't mean that the black respondents in this poll are racist against white people. As Philip Bump of the Washington Post put it, do you agree with the statement all lives matter? No one cognizant of American politics in the last decade would not recognize that statement for what it is. It's not a comment about whether lives matter. It's a rebuttal to the activist phrase Black Lives Matter. It's not about all lives, it's about the Black Lives Matter movement. Quote, it's okay to be white involves a similarly loaded, if less broadly recognized context. So the question itself is extremely bizarre, and no reputable polling company would ask that question. If a polling company that's actually credible...
Feel like for your skin. Well, that's just kind of stupid. Like, I'm just gonna be blunt with that. That is. Like, having, like, you know, some hatred for yourself over your fucking, like, melanin of your skin, which is something that's immutable and you can't even fucking control, is kind of, like, it's kind of dumb. Like, it shouldn't fucking matter.
Try to figure out racial animus among different demographics. That's
making a joke. What's fucking hope, guys?
Isn't how they would necessarily word a poll, but Rasmussen is not a reputable company. Bump continues, in the wake of the 2020 election, it shared misinformation about fraud and backed up Trump's efforts to reject electors. In recent months, it has boosted anti-vaccination conspiracy theories. Its polls, meanwhile, are often sponsored by hard-right organizations and causes. Now, their methodology, not to mention, is dubious at best, according to data journalist Elliot G. Morris. I'll link to that down below. And I think that most people recognize at this point that Rasmussen is not to be trusted. But yet, Scott Adams used that poll to deduce that black people are a hate group.
Which is just retarded as fuck. Like, I mean, and also this dude is kind of like fallen off for a while now because he was a hardcore Trump rider, like pretty much up, just pretty much up to today. Like he still is at this point, and he's just like basically outright, going to fucking, just like go further down this like whole racist type of fucking rabbit hole and shit because he, is already enveloped into this whole weird culture war narrative type of shit. And luckily, honestly, I feel like a lot of the far right, does kind of like, and it does enjoy their kind of quote unquote like token black people and like token brown people as well. Like, Nick Fuentes being partly Spanish, and fucking you got like the head and the Proud Boys who is Hispanic, and then you got Candace Owens, so it's just like they love having their tokens right now. So like the whole, like being like outright racist fucking scumfucks is not like their major forte currently. So it's like Scott Adams, funny enough, is actually kind of like, really, not building, bridges, for within the right for himself. Like, if he was going off about, like, trans people or gay people, he would probably legitimately be far more defended amongst the right.
It's deeply...
Honestly, I'm more scared that being white or something's going to be a net loss or lose for me or something. No, literally, no, it won't. Dude, you live in fucking America, okay?
Unserious.
Dude, like, if you live in America, like, as a white person, nowhere that you're gonna live is gonna be a quote net loss, okay? Like, I'm just gonna put that right out there.
Right.
Because it's fucking America and this country sucks.
Racist, but thankfully he's paying the consequences for his racist words because this capitalist is seeing how the free market reacts to overt racism. He tweeted out, Dilbert has been canceled from all newspapers, websites, calendars, and books because I gave some advice everyone agreed with. I don't think...
Everyone agreed? No. This is like, no one agreed if your stupid racist segregationist shit, you fucking filthy white supremacist shitbag. Like, you fucking dumb turd. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, oh, I got canceled, so thus everyone agrees with me because big tech goes after me now because I'm a literal segregationist.
Oh, my syndication partner canceled me. He continues, my publisher for non-Dilbert books has canceled my upcoming book and the entire backlist. Still no disagreement about my point of view. He's insisting that people agree with him. My book...
Like, I love it. It's like, oh, being canceled by big tech and, and all the big industries, but, it's just like, hey, people agree with me still because no one's talking about that. So, why do you think you're being quote-unquote canceled? You stupid retarded fuck. Stupid racist piece of shit. These dumb fuck racists are just so like tribalistic and like chip-brained and shit. It's just like, it makes me wonder if like their brains are just somehow literally like just like straight up more like feralistic in nature or some shit. I mean, like, 'cause goddamn.
It canceled me too. But it gets even better because he's going to, while trying to defend himself and doubling and tripling and quadrupling down, going to claim that it's actually the white people who are racist against him, and it's not really black people. What? Because he also identifies as black. Just
wait, what? I've lost 3 careers to direct racism so far. Crocker Bank, Pacific Bell, and cartooning, all 3 are perpetrated by white people for their own gain. No black person has ever discriminated against me. It's partly why I identified as black for several years. You stupid white racist piece of utter fucking shit. You actual fucking scum, dude. Oh my god. Bruh. Dude, no. Like, oh my god. Man. Like, jail. Just jail. Fuck it, jail.
I've lost 3 careers to
You're too racist for society. Jail with you sad fuck. Oh my god. You're too, like, your crime for jail is, like, literal sheer embarrassment.
Crocker Bank, Pacific Bell, and cartooning. All 3 were perpetrated by white people for their own gain. No black person has ever discriminated against me. That's partly why I identified as black. For several years, he explains, I lost my TV show for being white when UPN decided...
Fuck you stupid fucking moron. Oh my god. I'm being canceled for being white. Oh my
an
god.
African American audience. That was the third job I lost for being white. The other two in corporate America, they told me directly. Well, it
Told you directly, huh?
seems like, according to him, white people are the real hate group in this country, but also it's black people because UPN decided to focus on an African American audience. What I get from this is that he is definitely the victim, and I feel so bad for him. I mean, when are white people in America finally going to catch a break? I mean, he's lost...
I mean, for real, though, you know? It's like, oh, that's just these poor white people just get so victimized and shit all the time. Oh my god. Ugh. It's just so horrible.
And he's only worth $75 million. What left can they possibly take from him? This is conservative politics in America for all of my international viewers. This is common. Even if you are a multi-millionaire, you're still the victim regardless, even if you say things that you know are going to be controversial. Now, he is right about one thing. The backlash has been swift. Washington Post explains the Washington...
I know that Oregon Live, actually how I first found out about, like, Scott Adams, you know, with his stupid racist rant, like, because like I said, I've seen that clip that I was mentioning, or that was at the very beginning of this. It was because the Portland subreddit showed that, like, the Willamette Weekly, Oregon Live, a few other, like, or the Oregonian, like, a few other, like, you know, local newspapers around here have discontinued putting out Dilbert now at this point. Just because, I mean, of this type of shit, basically, at this point.
The New York Times, the Los Angeles...
Is that true? Wait, what? Is this more biracial bullshit?
Times and the USA Today network of hundreds of newspapers were among publications that announced they would stop...
It's like, oh yeah, you know, women were some who will even flirt with me and shit, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I can't get that at all now.
Dilbert after Adams' racist rant on YouTube.
I just don't I don't actively seek it. So, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, relationships and shit, whether it's man or woman, really, at this point. So, and I, you know that I get flirted with occasionally sometimes by both, and, yeah, don't give a fuck.
Asked on Saturday about how many newspapers still carried the strip, a workplace satire he created in 1989, Adams told the Post by Monday around 0. In other words, he's in the finding out phase after fucking around. Now, he tried to...
Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out.
Getting canceled with a boycott of his own, and he kind of just floated that into the ether, but unfortunately it didn't go too well, because on Twitter he tweeted out, "Are you considering canceling your newspaper subscription if you have one, because Dilbert got canceled?" And only 16.7% said yes. This is his own followers, by the way, but
48.4% of people said, "What's a newspaper?"
He followed up by saying, "I don't favor boycotts in most cases. I was just curious. Unless, you know, maybe you do want to boycott, you don't? Oh, okay, never mind then. I don't support boycotts." I mean, this individual is a clown, and I'm not surprised at all by his racism, because for years now he's been telling us who he is with various batshit insane comments, not just the racism, but insanity more broadly speaking. So this to me is not surprising. Nobody's defending him, including his own followers. Although there was one individual who decided to step up to the plate. I am, of course, referring to the owner of Twitter.
Oh god, of course. Of course the racist fucking fag bag piece of fucking shit, Elon Musk, is gonna be the one to defend this stupid Creighton.
Elon Musk. Well,
Elon Musk. Fucking Mike.
Washington Post reports
Elon Musk,
Twitter
dude.
and Tesla chief Elon Musk defended Scott Adams, the under fire creator of Dilbert, in a series of tweets Sunday blasting media organizations for dropping his comic strip after Adams said that white people should get the hell away from black people. Replying to tweets about the controversy, Musk said it is actually the media that is racist against whites and Asians. He offered no...
Oh my god, wow. What a way to try to save himself. It's like, it's actually media that's racist against whites and Asians. It's just like, you know, throwing that in there to try to not get as much backlash. It's like, you really think that's gonna, like, save you there, you stupid fuck?
Of Adams' comments, in which the cartoonist called black people a hate group and said, "I don't want to have anything to do with them." Now, there's a reason why Musk hasn't addressed Adams' actual comments here. We'll get to that in a second here. But
because he agrees with them?
If you were to look at Scott Adams' feed, he is absolutely not apologetic at all. He's doubling down. And Musk responded to one of his tweets where he's trying to defend himself. For example, Adams wrote, "Is it racist to avoid racists who are the same race as each other? Or is it only racist if the racists you are avoiding are white?" Now, Musk responded to that saying, simultaneously an interesting question and a tongue twister. He is...
Wow. So what a fucking stupid little kid. Like, Elon Musk does he have literally the mentality of like a 10-year-old? Is he just like mentally stunted? It's like, oh my god, such an interesting question. It's like, literally, no it's not. It's the most stupidest fucking one. It's like, and also barely even makes fucking cohesive, like, goddamn fucking, like, sense at all. Barely. Forgetting to pick up an empty soda can. Like, an empty soda can. Well, yeah, that should trigger you. That's retarded. It's like, it's literally a single can. Like, go fuck yourself.
So goddamn corny. Now, the most funny aspect about this story is that Elon Musk was defending Scott Adams, presumably before he even knew what he was saying. So he replied to another one of Adams' tweets where he talks about Dilbert getting dropped and asks, what exactly are they complaining about? But then he suspiciously deleted that tweet. And as Matt Bender put it, I guess he found out. So Elon Musk decided to defend Scott Adams when no one else would, before he even knew what Scott Adams said, because he probably just assumed, well, you know, liberals say everything is racist. I'm sure that Scott Adams said something completely innocuous and wasn't racist at all. But then he looked up what Scott Adams said, and then he thought, oh, that's what he said.
I better make sure I quietly fucking, you know, agree with this instead of openly agreeing with this. Oof. I don't want to be, you know, that much of a racist openly. Constable and goes in my room when I'm not. That makes me absolutely furious. Do you have a lock on your door?
Oh, okay. Gonna nope out of that one. You know he regretted that shit immediately. So, yeah, I love that Elon Musk decided to jump in and defend Scott Adams.
Just to go over the other day, we'll put a lock on your door.
Because if you know anything about Scott Adams, if you followed him throughout the years, as I've alluded to earlier, this isn't necessarily...
Family doesn't keep secrets. Well, there's the thing called privacy, and he can go fuck himself.
Surprising. This is for sure the most explicit...
It's your room, your space. You can do what the fuck you want with it.
And overt he's been in his racism, but he's made comments before that are terrible. But here he's just saying, yeah, black people are a hate group and you should get away from them. Elon Musk can't really come up with some sort of defense. There's no plausible deniability there. So what does he do? He nopes out of the situation, deletes the tweet, and then subsequently shuts the fuck up about it. I love it.
Because he knows that,
because,
you know, at the end of the day, he does agree with that statement that Scott Adams made. He just can't openly, you know, agree with that sentiment, you know, and has no defense over it because, again, he agrees with it. And honestly, I would assume that he knew what he said in the first place, but when he started getting called out about it, that's when he deleted it. Like, it's fucking Musk. Like, I mean, he loves paying attention to a lot of these far-right sycophants and boosting their shit.
Wingers are clowns, and they automatically are susceptible to be sympathetic towards any right-winger who's peddling this victim narrative, right? So he sees Scott Adams, he's been victimized by cancel culture, he himself has been a victim of cancel culture, so he thinks, well, it must be for a terrible reason that he was canceled, and then he sees, maybe everyone is right to be outraged here. I just love it, because we have two clowns, and they're making a fool of themselves, but it's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last time.
I hope it definitely ain't the last. I mean, for Musk, it will never be the last time. But I hope it's not the last time for Scott Adams. It's like, it's knowing how, like, delusionally insane he really is now, I'm here for it. I want more of that. It's cost every aspect cleaner. Like, how am I supposed to hang my clothes with no clothes bar to hang them? I mean, I guess an alternative is to basically take, like, a rope or, like, a string or something and just, you know, like, nail them to, like, one, like, either end of the wall or something, I guess. Oh, but then he might bitch at you for putting holes in the wall or some shit. Man, fuck this stupid, goddamn, racist, narcissistic, sexist fucking piece of dehumanizing ass. Man, let's try to make go to church. Well, you don't have to do fucking shit. Like, oh my god, at this rate, I would just. Right. No, I mean a rope for fucking, like, to hang things on, like, clothes, you fuck. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, my Jesus Christ. Huh? Cyrillic. Which I...
Welcome back to...
YouTube shorts, go away. Yeah. Cyrillic, I unfortunately can't read Cyrillic. I don't... So... Facebook covering for some reason, like, the Streamlabs chat doesn't want to, like, show the emote. Damn. I'm assuming that's Russian or Ukrainian or something. I don't know. I can't read it though. On the Ukraine. Oh, so it's Ukrainian. Right on. Hopefully you're staying safe. All things considered going on. I think this is actually the first time I've some from Ukraine has popped in on here. I know there's been like one time, like a couple weeks back, there was like a Russian guy that popped in once. But before I could ask him about what his thoughts were about everything, he was already gone. I was like, oh, what's that? Because if there was a Russian dude that was able to, like, you know, access YouTube and the internet, at least, you know, outside of all the heavy-ass restrictions, I'm assuming that, you know, probably wasn't fond of everything going on. So I was like, I wonder what his thoughts are about things. But, damn. Venom, stop. Like, seriously. I still wish I knew how to read that. Fortunately, I can't. But all in all, it's pretty cool that yeah, at least all in all, you know, things are at least still in most parts of, at least some parts of Ukraine, still at least, you know, relatively stable, and people are at least, you know, able to at least make do and stay safe, you know, all things considered, and hopefully that shit fucking ends. Honestly, can't even really. I'm honestly kind of shocked that it's, you know, well, not really too shocked, but, you know, like, kind of somewhat surprised that it's been going on for a full year already. Still want those mementos. Well, tell her about that. Be like, hey, I want those. You know, or at least I want some of them. Like, tell her, like, hey, let me pick out the ones I want to keep and shit, or something. Like, yeah, but, yeah, seriously, like, I mean, don't let her just, like, you know, take all of them away. Ooh. It did. You threw a fit until I relented. Well, fuck him! You should be able to have a few of those. I'm saying like a few. I'm saying like, you know, have a compromise position with it. Like, shit. You goofy little pup ball. Looking like a little croissant. A little fluffy, burnt up croissant. Goofy little pup. Oh, well now he looks like a little ball now. Oh, sweet little thing. What's up, boo-boo? It's like, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm just gonna sit in this little ball. Come here. Right, dang, our by internet. If I didn't have internet, then how would I be doing this? That'd be the question. If I'm to live there with the internet, oh my god. Jesus Christ, man. You're gonna be in Arizona. I'm gonna be like in damn Oregon. Like, I mean, those are two different states. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's where I'm from. At least in Oregon. So pretty much literally the exact opposite side of the world. Let's see what I can check out for later when I get off work. Oregon's for preppers and hippies. Then you have a really strong misunderstanding about Oregon. Alaska man ducks into a shed to avoid a bull moose. Oh my god. Whoa. Let's check this shit out. Doing his thing. So, alright, time to go to the shed. Do my usual business. Where's the moose coming? Oh, there it is, there it is. He's like, oh shit. Dude, that moose just casually walked right up to him. It's like, hey, what's up, bro? I just want to talk to you about your life insurance policy, man. What's up? I think this moose was actually more curious than anything. He just literally just kind of casually walked up and now it's just like, huh, okay. Weird. Alright. Guess I'll just move along then. Damn, dude. I mean, I'd still hide in that shed because, fuck, you know, a moose just walking up on me like that. Like, hell no. Though it didn't look like it was outright aggressive. It just kind of straight up looked, you know, curious. When you meet him. I mean, the more you talk about him, the more I outright fucking want to. Just punch him in the balls to say that's a traditional Oregonian greeting. I don't think that's how that would work, unfortunately. And I still wish I could read those chats. I can't. I feel bad for not being able to read those. I wish there was a way to, like, somehow, like, have an auto-translate or something. Ignore has no imagination, Lamau. Well, it's not that I don't have an imagination. I'm also, like, partly pragmatic with, you know, my creativeness. So, it's just like, I mean, all in all, I could, but it's just that, pragmatically, would you believe that? No. Probably not. promise absolutely positively won't mess. Yeah, kind of sounds a little bullshitty. Sounds like some bullshit right there. Yeah, get one more bowl loaded up, smoke that up, and then head off to work and all that fun stuff. Oh boy, very shy in person. Well, I'm also not exactly the most like conversationalist type of person either in public, or at least with people that I just meet. So I mean, it'll take some time for me to warm up to, but honestly, just it won't be that bad. Honestly, I feel like. I mean, we already have a rapport anyway at this rate, so it wouldn't really be that awkward or big of a deal. It'd be more awkward, I think, first, meeting your mom and your stepdad. Well, especially your fucking stepdad. Oh, God. That's gonna be, interesting. If he was such a cretinous shitbag, I mean, I'd probably be a little bit more willing to be more open, with him and shit, in the sense of, like, interacting with him, but I'm probably gonna keep that minimal as fuck. Maybe just enough so, like, I can interact with, the horse to check those out. Because, I want to check out the horses before, y'all eventually dip off and leave and I join you in that escapade. Doesn't know you're coming. You should just kind of keep that going until I, like, show up. I just write, like, y'all are like, hey, we're going to pick up one of his friends, and I just show up and it's like, oh yeah, he's staying for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. I swear to God, though, if he, like, decides to, like, randomly barge in on shit, like, get a fucking lock for your room. Like, straight up. I do, even though I don't really need it anymore at this point, but still do. But anyway, gonna head off to work, at least for right now. So, peace out. And of course, I'll be back when I